So yeah, this little hangar area was pretty cool. This the guy that I was strapped to jumping out of the plane, but we're just standing there talking. He's kind of recording me and Christian, and we end up getting on the plane here in a second, but you'll see just how high it is in the air. But he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Definitely a worth it guy. I trusted him on my back, it felt like. But right here, I was pretty excited. I was in the plane now. This is when I started to like sweat. You know, you really start to realize it's real. It's let's see. But yeah, it was such an experience. Because then obviously it doesn't look too high yet, but once you're all the way up there, it's crazy. And before we even jumped out of the plane, the pilot made a joke. He was like, "Well, I'm gonna go first, and then you guys jump second. You got to dodge the plane." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" This, but see, this is only about a third of the way as high as we actually got. We were above the clouds here in a moment. And it was a beautiful day too. It's nice and sunny. Getting excited. He strapped me in at that point, kind of locked, like secured everything down. Yeah, some of these close-up photos look hilarious, but there it is. Yep, jumping out of the plane now. I was so ready. I was so pumped to jump out of this plane. I was like, just let's do it. I look like I aged like 40 years too. Initial jump, you can see how high we are now. It's so intense. That's some of these photos. And well, I looked it up before, but while I'm going down, you're going 120 miles per hour towards the ground. But it almost doesn't feel that way. You don't realize how fast you're actually going. You just feel the wind and everything rushing past you. But yeah, this is like 45 seconds of free fall, just kind of letting my arms out, feeling it out, having fun. I didn't know what to do with my hands either, so I'm just kind of like doing whatever. I love that photo. Soon, I think it shows the parachute being pulled, and you'll see the pressure as it kind of yanks you up. Super excited, having so much fun. That was so cool. You also, I guess, you don't really realize too, like it definitely looks super high, but when you're up there, you're just looking straight down. You're not really understanding how high you are. Oh, here's the parachute being pulled. Yep, there it is. But it was a good pressure, but it wasn't painful or anything. It was nice little nice little catch, it felt like. I assume this is him fixing the parachute in some way. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is when he decides to give me control of the parachute. Like, I know what I'm doing. No. And you'll see in a second, you see how I'm like pushing it down. He told me just push it really hard that way. and you start spinning in a circle. So we're just spinning in circles this whole time. We're just having fun. But it was pretty cool getting to actually control it too as we were coming down. Okay, I think this is when we were spinning too, just full. That's a great photo too. It's, and so the moment he kind of grabs onto the parachute himself, that's about when we get to the height of where the arch is. So like if you've ever seen the arch, it's pretty tall, but we were insanely higher in the air. And then there's me on the ground freaking out. My buddy over there in the background in his parachute. It's But yeah, that was so much fun. Definitely worth doing again. I'm gonna have to go back and do it again. And then my guy, yep, I remember that being the final photo.